We may be far, but our hearts are connected. Blood so thick, even water can't wreck it. We're fun, sexy, intelligent, a little crazy. We all seem to make it look easy. Come join us and have a good time. The family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline.
The family bloodline.
Family bloodline.
Get it.
What's up? Facebook family, YouTube family.
What it do, Ken folks?
Family.
As you can see, we got us a nice, dope new intro for the live podcast. You know, we try to do a little something over here. I mean, a little something. Yeah.
Little razzle dazzle for the good people.
Little razzle dazzle.
Got to keep y'all entertained somehow, some way.
Some way. You know, we gotta bring something new to you every time we come on. Every time we gotta bring something new. That's how we rolling, baby.
Are you not entertained?
Gotta bring something new to you every time we come on. Every time we gotta bring something new. Yes, make sure everybody mutes themselves. So we're gonna be feeding back, and that includes myself. So
y'all ready for this conversation today?
I'm ready for it. It's a lot going on, y'all.
There's a ton happening.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening.
I world can't even keep up.
The world's on fire.
Okay, like it really is. If you're paying attention.
I'm trying to maintain. Everybody trying to maintain.
Yes, it's really crazy.
So before we jump into too much of anything, let me ask y'all, how has y'all's week gone so far, the work week? What's good? What's been going on?
Yeah, what's going on with everybody?
Yeah.
I'm asking you in dirt.
For myself. Oh, that's what I was about to say. For myself.
You're talking to the viewers.
Oh, no, yeah.
Specify.
Hey, Rick.
What up, Rick? Yeah, for myself, it's been a decent work week, man. Been solid. They let me take more of a role on at the company. You know what I'm saying? So that's been a plus. Nice. That's been a plus for me. You know, they value me as one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as one of the guys. So that's been good to, you know what I'm saying, get that little pat on the back. You know, from time to time.
Absolutely.
So what's the new role that you got going on?
Oh, they just now letting me ride the equipment and stuff, things of that nature. You know, I ain't just sweeping up no more. I ain't just the cleanup guy. Now, bro, we need you to go and handle this. We need you to do what you need, what your resume say you can do. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
Gross, honey. Gross. Yeah. Yes. I'm all about that.
Yeah, they're not treating me as an apprentice no more. I'm like more like the journeyman now. Yeah.
You ain't no longer a cub.
That type of stuff. Yeah.
Well, Dirt, I mean, are we allowed to talk about what's gonna be happening in your life soon?
Oh, you most definitely can talk about everything that's going on.
So, everybody, if you didn't know already,
you got to know.
Dirt is getting married.
Oh yeah!
Next week.
Round of applause.
Yay! So we're already celebrating. We're already sending our congratulations, and it ain't even happened yet. But
we got a good vibe going on here.
Yes.
Kids are already trying to hate on me.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
It's gonna be awesome.
Not to get too far into your business, how long have y'all known each other? What's that spark?
Ooh, he all in your business.
What's that? Me and Kiana been knowing each other since we was 12, 13, somewhere in that age range. And this is my second go round. My first marriage was I can pretty much say it was more on me. You know, I was still young, still
Practice.
Yeah, I was still just running the streets. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't tripping off taking care of home. You know what I'm saying? So majority of that was me. You know, so
right.
For sure.
So going into this one is I lived and learned, so I got a little bit.
Are you excited? Like, are you excited? Are you nervous? You know, some people call it nerve-skited, like nervous and excited at the same time. Nerve-skited.
That's new as hell to me.
Nah, that's something totally new. But people do be making no words.
You gotta watch the family Braxton Family Values to learn words like that. Nerve-skited. Okay. That's girl stuff.
Okay, I don't feel bad no more then.
Yeah, it's probably more of a girl thing, but anyways.
Well, we ain't tell Rick. She say nobody tells me nothing. What we forget to tell Rick?
Apparently, we don't tell her nothing.
So we Kanye West you. Can't tell you nothing, right?
Girl stuff. What is that we talking about? Watch your dates.
Yeah. Bachelor party going down this weekend, though.
Ooh, bachelor party's coming up. Yes. That's awesome. Well, I know you're going to have fun doing that because if you know how to do anything right, it's party, honey. Welcome to the family, everybody.
Appreciate it. But that's the thing, because this time, you know what I'm saying, I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, being a part of everything. These cats ain't telling me nothing. They ain't letting me do nothing. They ain't letting me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, you know, don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So you back like Rick. Ain't nobody telling you nothing.
Ain't nobody telling me nothing. I feel you, sis. Now I know what we talking about.
Well, guys, let's go ahead and get our girl Wanderella in here. Come on in and join the crew. Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the party.
Wanderella.
Well, we getting naughty.
Her name 3 times is gonna help you shine. You just as fine.
Yeah, you guys, we're just chit-chatting, giving you guys time to come on to the live. Before we get into the main topics, the hottest topics of the night. So come on in, join us.
What's going on?
What up, Cuzzo? I just want to rub my fingers around the top of your brim.
Okay, just to get the pimp vibe. Like
it's just a little crisp. Yeah, it look crisp. Like
it's been quite a day.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we talking about right now.
Bowling.
Awesome.
From bowling? We'll get back to that in a second.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah. Jay, how about you? How your day been? What's been going on with you?
You know, my day's been cool. You know, spring break has been going on, so somehow
like the lanes were
I've had a flood.
Okay, well.
I've had a flood of like people just coming to Atlanta for a spring break. So I've been seeing everybody, which has been kind of cool, stressful, but really cool. I've been seeing a whole lot of people I haven't seen in years and years. So I've been having a pretty good week, pretty good day.
Who all have you seen?
Well, I have a cousin on my dad's side who you know, he's a renovator. He renovates houses, and he came down. He loves to party. Hey, you know how I'm talking about. And you know, Auntie Mildred and Bert came down a couple weeks ago. And my best friend Nene, hi Nene. Nene came down and stayed with me for a couple days. So you know, just those 3 people and their tribe of people that they brought with them, you know, the other kids that they brought with them, I got to see. So, and that's a lot for me. Like, I ain't seen that many people in Atlanta in 10 years, all in like 1 month. That's like crazy. I'm tripping a little bit off of that.
Yeah.
What up, Egg?
Yeah, Egg jumped in his thing. And Jenny Host.
What up, Jenny?
Oh, yeah. See you.
Too good.
Yes, what up, Egg? How you doing?
Hey.
Welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast live.
Wanda, you with us now? No? Okay. We're going to keep it moving.
Yes, child. My audio is like, it sounds like y'all.
It sound like what?
Y'all can't hear me or see me?
We can hear you and see you. Can you hear us and see us?
Well, girl, I can put you on backstage again if you want to get that together.
Oh, you using that old iPhone, huh? That's the problem.
No, I can't.
Sips his tea after the line.
My iPhone ain't never been.
It is today.
Hey, Ed, just hop in the car with your brother, man. Come on down, cuzzo.
Yeah, my StreamYard.
You remember?
All right, well, go out and come back in.
Last week they kept kicking me off.
Maybe that'll help, Wanda. Go out and come back in. See if we get a better signal that way.
See, Angelique know what it is. Samsung for life. I'm gonna make a song. Hey, Key, we see you. I see you on that YouTube.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, if you guys missed it, make sure you go into YouTube and check out our mental health and wellness segment and episodes we did. We had 3 parts. Jedawan came on. She's a licensed mental health counselor, and she gave some really great advice for mental health. And now's the time where everybody needs a little bit of advice. So go over to YouTube and check that out, you guys.
Absolutely.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Come on, let's go ahead and get started into these good hottest topics we got going on tonight.
Yeah. So as we Snaps, what's up, Battle? What's going on, Constant Smith, my battle buddy? Thank you for joining us. I definitely appreciate it.
I have an announcement.
Yes, hit us up. What you got?
I would like to congratulate my baby sister and my brother-in-law on the birth of their son.
Hot damn! Wow, good applause.
So
I swear, I was just thinking today, like, when is she gonna drop that bun? I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, she went full term. Oh man,
I swear, I was just thinking about that, y'all. I was like, when is she about to drop this?
Perfect nephew this month.
It's Summer!
Yeah, congrats to the piece.
Congrats. That's beautiful. We got babies, we got weddings, bachelor parties.
Tell them don't do that Michael Jackson stuff, though. Tell them don't do that Michael Jackson stuff and hang him over the balcony like Simba. Like Rafiki did Simba.
It's gonna be an amazing thing. Like
Tiara said, told y'all it would be a boy. Okay, well, excuse me, psychic extraordinaire.
Yes.
Congrats, Chris. You cool.
Yeah, but the way I'm like, okay, might be a complicated little girl, but they're both here, happy, and everything. So
yay! Congrats. That's amazing news. I was not expecting that news too, so that's really cool. More joy and more happiness.
Yes.
She got to crack the coconut and get the water and put it over his head.
Right.
Bless.
And let me do the background singing.
Child, I thought you was about to break it down with some new edition or something.
Oh, I thought we was on sample. My bad. I got thrown off. I'm back on track.
I was with you.
You was right there with me.
I don't know none of the damn lyrics, so I love that little song though. Yeah, that's almost like Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say my side. Which is I think what I found out is what he's actually saying is I'm gonna tell you one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm not gonna stop. I think that's correct.
We have to look the lyrics up because I still don't.
Yeah, because I've been on some.
I'm like, what?
I'm a Maku side forever. You can't tell me I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was thinking about the 40.
That's hilarious.
See,
Yeah,
like, say mama something.
Well, you might have to back out and come back in because
your signal is not good.
Yeah, her signal was about as weak as Vanilla Ice's return to the
I told her to go out and come back in. All right. Y'all ready to get started on this good conversation?
Yeah, let's push
much
forward
going
a little
on
bit.
because when we get started, we just gonna be talking and talking and talking. So let's go ahead and start the conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna roll into it, especially on the heels of talking about mental health. And but one of the things that I put on Facebook and amongst other engines was mentioning us talking about the Chauvin case that's going on.
You echoing on my end, Jig.
Yeah, I kind of heard my tag on stuff. I'm trying to see what I can do to get that to stop.
I'm not hearing anything over here.
I'm
but
muted.
Yeah, the Derek Chauvin trial, and we're gonna take it just a different angle. We're talking about how we're dealing with it emotionally, how it's affecting us emotionally, to have to relive, this
when
great
it take
tragedy.
place, May 25th of last year.
Yeah.
And it's just been a lot of emotions. It's just been, because the thing for me with the Derek Chauvin trial is that it's everywhere. Like I became a little interested in the news, so I started watching it a little bit more. But like, you don't really have to watch the news to see things, So if you're someone who is really being triggered by seeing these images over and over again and hearing these testimonies and all these tears and stuff, you can't get away from it.
No.
You can, it's everywhere. It's on Instagram, Facebook. I mean, every social media outlet, every television outlet, newspapers. You can't get away from it. So the trauma is just there.
Yeah.
It's the highest profile case in Minnesota history.
Yeah.
While it's taking place during a pandemic.
This is like the OJ case, right, y'all? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the outcome of this case could really spark some stuff. It depends on how it comes out. And it shouldn't even be a question of how it's going to turn out, but there is.
And that's the thing, because a lot of us, like you just mentioned, the OJ case, most of us can remember where we were and what we were doing when the OJ verdict came out. Like, I remember I was in high school. I was in one of the atriums, and I was talking to some people, and one of my teachers had a TV out, and the verdict hit, and we all went crazy. When I say we, I'm talking about the melanated people. We went crazy. We were happy that we finally got what we considered or thought was justice from the legal system at that time, right? And so we celebrated that, and it made a huge impact. This case has me in a very similar stance or feeling of hopefully we can celebrate again. But for the last several years, we've watched murder after murder, court case after court case, quote unquote technical spots in a court case. People actually get off for murdering other American citizens. I'm not even going to boil it down to black or white, but murdering another American citizen, right?
Correct.
Unjustly.
Yeah.
Unjustly. And I'm not going to take the time to go through all the names because we already remember the names. We don't have to keep reminding each other to, let's remember these names. We know the names. We live in this experience right now. So this court case has me kind of caught up in my feelings, and I have to do a balancing act because I'm hoping that the court case, the system is going to do the right thing.
Right.
But being realistic, I know that there's a good chance that it won't.
Right.
And there's more of a probability that the American legal system won't do the right thing than what there is of us having a chance of it actually doing the right thing.
Unfortunately.
So it's a continuous emotional roller coaster, especially when I watch the trial and I'm listening to the defense attorney trying to catch people up. And it's not just that he's trying to catch people up, but he's talking to like world-renowned doctors, and he's kind of like trying to have them deter or go against what they've already actually submitted to several different courts at first and have placed out there. But that's not the big part about it. The big part about it is the reason why this trial in and of itself is such a fallacy is because we all watched a man die live.
Yes. Yeah. Murdered alive. Murdered. Yeah.
With an unapologetic brute, a tyrant.
Right.
Yeah.
Resting on his neck.
And let me say this, Fat, like for the first time for me personally, and I don't know if anybody else felt that, but watching that video, it really felt like you were there on the scene in the moment. And like, you know, there's a lot of videos and stuff out there, but like, it was just something about that video that like, you felt like you were one of those people standing there screaming at the cops. You know, and it just takes you down that rabbit hole of emotion, and it's hard. It's hard.
Angelique said this was this court case. This was the first time that she really watched the full video of the entirety, and she said she couldn't watch it. It's sad seeing it over and over. Yeah, I think I may have watched it twice. I don't think I watched the whole video. You know.
Oh, it's a hard watch. I wouldn't ever recommend anyone watch it more than once. Probably shouldn't watch it the first time, but I wouldn't recommend watching it the second, you know.
A couple more comments. Constant Smith said, we are watching it. Constance said, we are watching the trial of a cold-blooded murderer. That was video. Why is there a 4-week trial?
Exactly.
We've been battling with that. Yeah, we've been battling that for years.
Like, that's
I was just saying we've been battling with that for years. Yeah, we've been battling that for years. You know, because first of all, the officers get a 48-hour layover before they come do their testimony. You know what I'm saying? Before they get if a officer is involved in anything, he gets to go home that night or that day and then come back and do a statement or whatever. They don't do their statement right then on the scene like they blast us. You know, so
right.
And they do that on purpose. I want to throw that out there. It's
correct. Correct.
You know, once you experience a significant emotional event, you're in shock, and your brain has to calculate what's going on, and it takes time to go back of your brain to remember precisely what's going on. But if they take your statement right then and there, well, you can't really go back on that because you already said it. You said he was wearing a blue jean jacket, but he was actually wearing a black coat. But so are you lying, or can we use this in your? It's all a bunch of bull crap.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
it's correct. It's all political. That's why a lot of people, we need to get out and vote. That's why voting is very important. You know what I'm saying? So we can change some of the judges, some of the. It's bigger than just the president. You know.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad St. Louis just did the right thing a day ago or 2 days ago with the new mayor.
Correct.
You know, and I was actually afraid of what was going to happen with St. Louis, because first off, St. Louis being a predominantly melanated city, there's no representative that looks like the people that live in the city for St. Louis. They're all the stereotypical government face, old white men that run the city, which is why you have the type of things happening with the economy, with gentrification, with more voter suppression, with even simple basic needs and education in the state and in the city. So yeah, we should vote for presidents, absolutely. But the real change happens at the local level. And if we don't figure out how to get out and vote at the local level, even for your city council members, you have to vote at the local level to begin to actually start making change the way you want to see it, because they represent you, the constituents.
Yeah.
And that's where your voice begins to be heard.
Yeah, so, you have to get to know these people. You have to get to know who represents you. I mean, you know, for me, in the scariest part too, it's like in the end, if it doesn't turn out, you know, the way it should, it creates a statute within the law, right? Where someone can do this and always go back to this case and say, well, it happened here and the cop got off, so can I get off too? Like, you know, and it almost just gives them a high five, just like, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
It looked like
they've been doing whatever they want. So
he cast a producer. Yeah. Manny, is that you? Looks like my boy.
So as far as emotions are concerned, it's very hard to watch. It's very hard to watch.
Ricky, what you saying? People have been convicted for simply fitting the description. Yes, she said. I get mad knowing it's a strong possibility that George Floyd was murdered live, and his murderer may get off, and that is what has a lot of Americans. Again, I'm not going to boil it down to race because as we saw, this case isn't simply dealing with blacks in America. This is a global thing. This movement has been pushed way past the borders of America, way past a skin color. It's resonated with so people of the world who are able to readily identify the wrongs of America. And as a country, we should be embarrassed about how our police.
That's right. We should be embarrassed. Citizens.
We should be absolutely embarrassed. And I understand. I got the whole. Well, not all cops are bad. Blah blah blah. And we all know that. We got that. But if you're not a bad cop, why aren't you correcting the bad cops?
Right.
Like no bullshit. Because that's going to affect everybody. And what I also saw happen, which actually did give me some hope, and it might be because Minnesota's local government has figured out that if it's wrong, it's not the last thing that they got to worry about is Minnesota burning. It's going to be so much worse, right? But I saw that thin blue line beginning to get crushed and crossed by his superiors, who actually testified against what he was doing.
They said that ain't standard procedure. No. Sir, is that standard procedure? No, it's not. It's not actually.
I told him he shouldn't be doing that.
That's not how we handle this situation.
But nobody pushed him off of him. Nobody grabbed him up. Nobody did any of that.
Okay. It's okay.
So, what good is you saying that now?
Yeah, right. And look at the witnesses that they've brought to this trial. They've had people breaking down. The first responder, I can't remember her name. She was testifying and she broke down. The older gentleman that was testifying, he broke down. You know, family members breaking down because it's a relived experience. That continue to go through, man. And
let's take a look at that. This was a guy who I think he lived close to the place where, who called the police on him for the counterfeit 20 when they still don't even know if it was counterfeit or not. And this man broke down because he's, just stood there and he just felt very helpless about the situation. I mean, And also his girlfriend, she was in the court breaking down in tears. Y'all, even Don Lemon was breaking down on CNN. Y'all, everybody's just crying. Like, this is really serious. This is not a joke. We should be taking this very seriously.
But what is a joke is our judicial system. So
right.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see.
Jig, your guy made I'm sorry, Wanda. I didn't mean to cut you out.
Nothing. I just said we shall see.
Oh.
And that's where I'm at.
Your guy made a good post, the producer, Jig.
He cast the producer, So we were saying it's true, and he watched the video of a young lieutenant getting detained here recently. And I watched it several times myself. He was a young Army officer. He was in uniform, had recently bought a vehicle. He recently purchased a vehicle. And what happened is the cops got behind him. One cop got behind him, turned on the lights. So in order for him to feel safe, and this man is still in uniform, mind you, 27-year-old man, still in uniform, military uniform, Literally says U.S. Army across his left and his name across his right. He didn't feel safe pulling over where he was, so he drove to a BP gas station and he pulled over. By the time he pulled over at the gas station, another cop had gotten in on it, and they followed him to the gas station and immediately hopped out and pulled their weapons on this guy. Pulled their weapons. They could clearly see that he was a service member, and their report says it's because they didn't see his temp tags. However, the cop's body cam and the dash cam shows the temp tags of the vehicle before the car got pulled over. What they also did to this young man is they threatened to end his career if he pressed charges or if he filed a complaint because they knew that it was an illegal stop.
Really?
So they threatened him because in the army, we get double jeopardy. So if we have something that happens in the civilian side, in the civilian sector, it directly affects our military career, right? So they maced him, pulled him out. They need him to get him down, handcuffed him and everything. Left his dog in the car, opened the windows up, so on and so forth. They did the guy bad, and this happened in December, and we're just now finding out about it. They wrote fictitious statements. Both of the cops wrote fictitious statements in hopes that he wouldn't file a complaint against them because they figured they covered their steps. But he filed, and at this point, it's going to get seen. It's going to get reviewed, and the cop, the precinct, they haven't responded to any of the questions that any of the reporters have pushed out there. They trying to duck it, and try and save face or whatever the case may be. But it's recorded, and of course, one of the officers' body cams shut off when he had to lay himself on top of the guy to make sure he was detained.
Coinky dink.
Coinky dink. Just like always. Just like always.
Wow.
So
I think we need to switch topics. This topic is we need.
Yeah, we just wanted to talk about it for a quick minute, you guys. We're gonna pump up the energy. We're gonna pump up the energy.
Let's get some love and life back into this thing.
This is the last words.
What Wanda said, we shall see.
Keep your head up.
We shall see, and we got to keep hope, got to keep faith, and we got to keep the good fight.
Keep your head up. Don't let it take you under.
Yeah, if we have to figure out how to definitively change the system, and we've got at this point in life, we have the wherewithal, and we have the push. I know I got cut off for a second, so I just stopped for a second. I'm coming back.
You're getting good at that. You're getting good at that. You learning the rhythm.
Yeah, but we got the wherewithal to actually do better and change the system. We really do. I have a lot of hope. I got a good friend who's in the legal system. However, he plans on giving it up and doing something else. And then after the Biden-Harris administration, but there are ways that we can change the system, and we are making strides to get that done. So I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Well, that makes one of us. All right.
Hopeful or not, we got to move forward.
Big Cecil.
T-Pain in his thing.
Leo Plain OC.
Remember Cecil Kane dressed as T-Pain for that one Halloween party wonder?
Yeah. A hot mess. Hot mess.
Hey, Miss Miller, glad to see that you on. Glad to see that you're on. So we will move the conversation forward, and before we get too far, our next point of discussion is the hip hop game, baby. Rap. Not the verses yet. We're getting there, but I'd like to say rest in peace, DMX, Dark Man X. Yes. We lost a legend.
Yes,
absolutely.
We missed.
Where my candle?
We did. Absolutely.
Dark Man X.
Not your candle.
For the neighborhood. Yep.
That's scary.
Oh my God. Yeah.
For the block.
Yeah.
Wanda, you didn't hear earlier.
DMX.
Shania called me today and she was like, Daddy, I was just calling, checking on you. I'm like, what's up? What's wrong, baby? She was like, DMX died. You ain't heard? I'm like, yeah, I heard. She was like, you ain't upset. She just knew because that was well, everybody knows. Any dog is my type of person. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg, DMX. You know what I'm saying? You do that dog type of stuff. That's me. You know, I love that. You know, but I remember riding in the Caprice to that Grand Champ album, and our favorite song was "The Dog Is Out." When the dog is out, I rap the whole verse. Chanel come in and sing the chorus, just and the dog is out. Oh yeah, so
Lord,
definitely.
Yeah. I got off work and immediately put it on my DMX station on my Amazon Music, and they got all the hits.
I remember getting DMX one of his CDs, and one of my favorite songs was you scared the hell out of me.
I think you're being transported to
I know, right?
the USS Discovery right now.
Hey, aliens don't want me, man. I
think the aliens about to
they better get their lives together. They don't want me.
Or the kids back there, the girls back there having a glitter party.
Okay. I'm the only one here, so that's why that's freaking me out.
How weird is that?
I don't know. But let me look behind me, make sure that shit ain't happening in real life. God damn it.
Technology, gotta love it.
The dog. How you gonna see him if you living in the fog? I bumped that song all day today. That used to be my jam. So it's a 3-part song, 1, 2, and 3. But the literal title of it is Damien. And it's just talking about the conflict that he was having between one. He started off. He wanted fame, he wanted fortune, and he wanted riches. And he found a quote unquote guardian angel.
Damien.
Yeah, Damien. Mm-hmm. And Damien gave him what he wanted, but it came at a price.
Yeah, Damien wanted some stuff back.
Hey, Damien wanted some stuff back.
Yeah,
right. Damien made him write 3 damn songs.
Right.
Trying to get away.
Yeah, Damien wanted some stuff back.
But that's my man. Well, who's your bigger fan? Yeah, right. Came with him on him.
You can either do it or give me your right hand. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Now it ain't nothing but trouble ahead.
What's your favorite song? Give it to you. Oh, I see.
I like Who We Be.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if I can pick one out of the Rolodex right now from the top of my head.
And what they really want from him, that was my.
I always loved his energy as an artist, though. His energy is like unmatched. I've always respected
Rough Riders Anthem.
Yeah, X made me want to like knock people out just on the strength.
Yep.
And guys, he wasn't really that bad of an actor, right?
Oh my God, no!
Like he actually did okay. Yeah. Because usually when artists turn actors, you'd be like,
I love him. And, what was it? Cradle to the Grave. That was good.
Oh my goodness!
He really,
Romeo Must Died. Got exit moves with Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
he did that.
I looked it up. He had like 18 movies.
Yeah.
Belly in '98 with Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Belly's a
classic. That was a classic.
So he definitely cemented himself into this world, into the hip hop history books for all time and eternity.
Yeah. The bikers, the Rough Riders, because he put the Rough Riders like on the scene hard. Hell, I don't even know how to ride a motorcycle. I was trying to go up and get me a goddamn Rough Rider jacket.
I just wanted a 4-wheeler.
Okay,
I can do it.
He was that guy who would make you go and do crazy stuff because you saw him doing it in a music video one day.
His voice, it was just like his voice and his prayers. I was just like,
the voice.
I'm like, wait a minute.
The prayers.
I'm like, this man is praying, Lord. I ain't supposed to be feeling like this, Jesus. He's praying. Like he is praying.
Hard.
Yeah, Boys and Blunts, Never Die Alone. That was another good movie.
Never Die Alone. I was listening to his prayers like, man, I'm finna start praying for DMX on a daily. Like he was one of my family members. Like I know you're going through it, brother. Let me.
Yeah, his prayers were epic.
Yes.
I mean, you guys, but it was weird, right? Because it was all these false, like,
that he's saying that he had
days. I'm like, I got tricked at least twice this week.
Right.
Yeah, from people.
I'm like, now, is he not? What is going on?
Exit
Oh
wound, absolutely.
Yeah, they bashed Claudia for that. You know,
he
wasn't
the only one that said something either. Big Freedom had said that he had passed.
It was somebody else,
a lot
too.
of people, but
and like they had to come out and make a statement. Like his manager had to come out and make a statement telling people, like, stop sending false information. The family's gonna come out, do a press release, a press conference, and tell you guys everything. Stop sending out this false information. It's crazy.
Yeah, so Dark Man X had motherfuckers in the gym getting swole, upset.
Man,
I didn't even know what they was upset about, but they was pushing up weight that unbelievably. I had a partner who posted like DMX, listening to DMX helped me get through a lot of leg days.
Wow.
X motivated you.
Yeah. I'm glad he was able to do a Verzuz before his early departure.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sad day for music, Emmanuel. Sad day for music.
Oh my God.
It is.
Another huge loss, definitely. I mean, but for me, I knew that it was real when I walked into like 3 different stores and DMX was playing, just random stores, and DMX was playing. I'm like, okay, I think he's really gone now, because you know that's what they do. Like, you remember when Michael Jackson died? It was like a whole Michael Jackson
everywhere.
Like 6 months of Michael Jackson music everywhere. So
it took me a while to get over Mike. I'm gonna throw that out.
Oh yeah, correct.
But, we lost a hip hop icon for sure.
We
rest in love, rest in honor, rest in legacy, rest in all of it. Just rest in peace, brother. I mean, that's
absolutely. I don't know if y'all ever saw his because he had like a I don't want to call it a sitcom, but it's a series, like a reality TV show. I never saw that. It was back in the day. He had a reality TV show.
You may be bringing up something.
No. It was he had done rehab. He had gone out to Arizona, and he was getting away. He was trying to clear his mind, and it was a bunch of stuff. It didn't last long, but I watched a few
episodes.
Series, I guess?
My favorite reality thing when he was on Ayanla Fix My Life, and he was like, that was crazy. He was like, you can't help me.
Right. I don't know what she was thinking. Like, some people you could be like,
I like Ayanla girl. Girl.
You ain't listen to this dude.
Girl. Like, right.
I mean, but at the same time, you can't say that people did not try to help him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So here's another good one too, man. Check out our YouTube video on our addiction video. It's a 2-part series, you know. Please check it out. Shout out to Lance once again for doing that, sitting down with us and talking about that. You know, addiction is real. Addiction is huge. It's a problem. So
Fat, quit playing with the sparkles.
What the hell is this, man?
He over there playing with the sparkles.
Crazy.
That is very strange. I think you have nanobites.
I hope that's
it's the Matrix.
My camera ain't picking up ghosts and shit. Because if that's the case, hey Emmanuel Manny Castro Lugo, hey, if that's what's happening in my house tonight, they just get the bed ready because I ain't sleeping here.
Look, if the aliens are there, can you tell them I need about $2 million? Just put it in my bank if the aliens are there. Just
aliens don't give a shit about our
talk to them. That's why they could just give it to me and put it in the bank because they don't need it.
Somebody said he took the vid vaccine a few days before he passed. I heard it was an overdose, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. You know,
because even like Master P came out, and he was like, we need to do something for rappers. Have like not an intervention, but like like we should have a group or something for our top dogs, you know what I'm saying, for our legends, you know what I'm saying, our heroes that's struggling, going through it. So if y'all get a chance, I forget, it was like a news break or something that come pop up on my phone. Master P was talking about that, but it was a drug.
Emmanuel said somebody at your door, cuz.
Do that, man. Don't do that, man.
And Angelique said all of us have our own addictions. This is very true. We all do have our own addictions.
Oh yeah.
I like cinnamon sticks.
Now that is the truth.
I hate it here. Let's just talk about that.
So don't judge people for the things that they do, because if you dig deep enough, you got one too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
absolutely. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
DMX, Dark Man X. You forever be...
Give him a growl, y'all. Like, grr.
Absolutely.
One time.
Oh, what happened? You growled too hard, huh? X gave it to you from the
felt
grave.
That. He felt it.
All of that.
I'm
get myself back together.
she tried to do me fine, so when she only Simba, it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now you know what I sounded like.
I want to be a mighty king, so enemy beware.
Oh, Chewbacca! I'm thinking about Chewbacca off of Star Wars. Chewbacca,
not Chewie. Oh my goodness.
My bad. I might be running these symbol things all night. You know what I'm saying? They just popping up. It's just popping up.
That song. You know what?
Shiny, what's that?
They ain't have none of the good damn songs in the real life Lion King, but I'm gonna talk about another thing for another time.
There you go, Sheba. Sheba got my back. She said, Sheba said, Dirt P said rappers need a union like everybody else. That's what it was. I knew it was something.
Sheba.
I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how many of y'all watched the Verzuz. Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. Take Steve ass out of there.
It was a fantasy. It was really awesome.
No, you gotta leave Steve in there.
Hold on. You want me to take Steve out of there?
Take Steve out. Steve don't sing.
Y'all gotta pose. Y'all feel like y'all didn't pose when there was a bunch of players up there. Pinky ring salute.
Okay, come on with the players.
Pinky ring salute to them gentlemen.
Throwing that on up there.
Send me about $2 million.
Yeah, but
yes, it was a night of great music, guys.
$2 million. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? We gonna fund her. She need about $30 million.
Steve the man. Jig, that's at you.
I'm not saying Steve ain't the man, but as a musician, I don't need to hear what Steve got to say. God damn it, these are legends beyond legends.
Sheba Misty.
They don't need it.
It's on YouTube, Sheba. Going back and watch it. It's worth the watch. It's worth the watch.
Yeah, they don't need nobody talking through.
Yeah.
They don't even need any introduction to their goddamn songs.
Yeah.
D Nice did a great thing. He did a great job DJing.
Oh, he was awesome.
D Nice did his thing. Oh my goodness.
Lucky
speaking of D Nice, so y'all know this was on Easter Sunday, right? So early that y'all know how he's on Instagram and he does his sets. He did like a whole Resurrection Sunday set. Hey, I was in the kitchen jamming. Like he had played all the good gospel hits. I was like, okay, I see. Like mixing it. It was great. It was awesome.
Wow.
All right.
My breakfast turned out awesome.
I think
my breakfast was delicious. Mm-hmm. That gospel music be like, hey.
It'll take hold of you now.
Yeah.
Cherie Miller said a couple of good comments. She agreed with you, Jig, and she said that's the whole point of the whole verses. Let the artists speak for themselves and do their thing. I get you.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean,
I liked it.
I don't need a new hip yet, but I was dancing like I did a couple times when you do a little two-step to the and then it gets stuck over there and you like,
y'all so silly.
That's why Ron needed that break. He like, hold on, time out. Hey, can we take a break, bro?
You know they had to go pee now. Come on now. It's been a whole hour.
They had to go reset. They had to go get that blue chew because they knew they was gonna get some some of that young stuff after that Verzuz. They had to go get that blue chew. They was
Right.
like, hey,
Right.
Get ready for the youngest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like back in the day, baby.
Yep. And they was getting ready for that new school walk with they old school.
Hey, get back there and crush up some of them blue chews.
Get that blue chew.
We finna get it.
Ryan Isley was ready.
I mean, but you guys, it's so weird because like the elderly population, they have some of the highest numbers of STDs.
They do, yes.
Like we talking crap, but like we really talking the truth. Like they really be out there doing their thing.
They at the age where they be like, you know what, fuck it. If I get it, I'm gonna get it.
All right, they like, well, I got about 5 more years anyway. So
I'm finna see what the hype is all about anyway.
Oh my God, I feel bad now. Great.
I don't.
What?
They nasty ass always telling us what not to do and what we should do. You need to do this, you need to do that. You gotta stay strapped up, motherfucker. Look at you.
Hey, I used to work in a nursing home, a Catholic nursing home at that. And yeah, them ladies was going to the free clinic like everybody else.
Hey, look,
I was like, what is going on up in here?
Oh my God.
Hey, that Clarence Carter stroking.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. What's up, Twine?
Oh my God, that is the Calvin Cafe all day, stroking to the east.
Oh my God. And with they last $2, getting they blue chews.
I'm on a budget. I'm getting my Medicaid. I'm gonna get my fix.
Yes, Lord.
Come on, we finna go back here in this kitchen. You got about 2 minutes.
Rick made a comment that I wanted to speak on. That was one of the things that I was upset at Steve about. I felt like Steve didn't have to every song. Rick, dude had a story. It's cool him being in that time, but his story was long. I wrote a song. I drove. I rode. I was on a bicycle. I rode the bike to the girl house. Her daddy answered the door. Like, hey man, get to September. Because I was pissed off when they played September and cut it off.
But look, y'all, like good music make you feel stuff and it puts you in a moment. And you remember where you were at that moment. Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
Yeah. So I mean, good music puts you in that mood.
We was at the high school dance.
It was a good break between the songs.
Right. I mean, think about one of your favorite songs and your memory that you got to that song. And you got plenty of stories to music.
Yeah, it was cool hearing them talk about
body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Yeah.
See?
Making love until we... Oh, my bad. I went there. I went back.
See?
My bad, y'all.
And let me get on it.
Y'all can tell I've been in a good mood, good spirits. You know what I'm saying? I just been singing. I just pumped on the Usher station today and just got the, you know what I'm saying? They looking at me at work like, what's wrong with dude? I was just, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, feel that good spirit,
anyway,
good vibes.
I bring it back.
Yeah.
So
I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I was doing like 12 things at the same time, but also tuning in and listening and trying to take notes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I still enjoyed it, and I was in and out.
Rumor has it they was swinging quite a bit. They be swinging.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Like that's why they all go down to Florida because they know Florida's like a permanent motherfucking prison.
Shut up
for old people.
And like I think I heard like their first hit record was in like 62 or something.
Yeah.
Crazy long ago. So
they
hadn't even made it to the love 70s yet where everybody was doing it.
Freaking in the 70s. I would have loved to live in the 70s.
They were already popular before the freaks came in at night.
You dig? You dig.
What y'all think about the outfits?
Oh, love. I love everything.
Shit. They was graveyard death, like sharp.
They did look good. Ron Isley out there hat fishing folks, knowing he don't look like that for real. He out there hat fishing.
Ladies? How does it feel, ladies?
Yes, Lord, he out there hat fishing. with his
I mean, one of the guys in Earth, Wind, and Fire, he was looking a little
elderly,
nap deprived. Like he needed.
he looked tired.
He looked like he looked like, boy, if y'all didn't call me on time, I'd be in the bed right now. You know, I mean, it started late for their age. You know?
Oh my God.
Hey, it's 7:30. I gotta take my pills.
Okay. The what time? 10:30.
My silver, whatever, that silver central shit. I need all of that, and this time I should be in my slippers.
Not Central Silver. He said the multivitamin.
Hey, they be taking it, and while I'm laughing, I'm gonna start taking that shit myself.
I mean, oh my God, these guys, like, I should have had the photo of them when they lined them up and had all of their ages right next to each other. The oldest being 79. I mean, like, moment of silence for that.
Yeah, I mean,
making it through the music industry to 79 on top. You know, I'm just saying, look at DMX. I'm just saying, it's not easy to make it that far in the music industry and become a legend, an icon, and all of that. Come on.
Stay relevant and stay relevant. I mean,
stay relevant.
I mean, like, and y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they played a different version of one of the In the Closet songs, the one that R. Kelly had originally done with Tamir and Ryan Isley. It was a bit of a different version that they played.
Oh, it was Shantae Moore and Ryan Isley.
Right. So he did
Contagious.
that.
It was contagious.
Yeah. Contagious. So that song, see how relevant that
Give
shit
me what you got. I'm like, wait,
whoa.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. One of my favorite parts was when they're in between the sheets was coming on, and then Ryan, he's walking to the mic all sexy and stuff, and then he was like, I like it when you call me Big Papa.
See? You wanted them girls to use the blue shoes on. There you go.
I was ready for him to say, come here, little girl. Come here, little girl.
Right. He showed.
Come reach in my pocket.
It was great.
And I heard that I think like his girlfriend or wife or something is like in her 30s.
I was finna ask, have y'all seen his little tender?
Probably. I haven't seen
got a little tender.
I believe you.
Not a tender.
I mean, come on.
I mean, hell, Bobby Brown keep making himself relevant somehow, some way. But that's another story for another time. We can come back to that. But yes. I know I'm wanting one of them damn fur coats. I can't probably afford the real
I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah, I can't afford the real one like he had because that shit was real.
Yeah.
But I know they make the faux ones, the false ones somewhere. And if I gotta, go back to my
somebody said that wasn't a sexy walk. His knees was
Chinese restaurant.
Another thing I really enjoyed was seeing the black man play electric guitar, baby.
Oh yeah,
live, loud. I just loved it because it's just in our culture for some reason that electric guitar is not appreciated in the way that it should be. So I just felt, as a musician, really, really proud of that moment. Like, yes, show them that.
I was surprised.
Guitar too,
I was surprised my dude with the perm didn't come out with his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was too. I watched the Verzuz not too long ago. That's why I'm still excited about it. Earth, Wind, and Fire has always been one of my favorite bands.
Amazing.
I don't know if y'all remember, I was stationed at Fort Riley, and I had a.
That got a story.
Yeah, I always got stories. Shit.
See?
Check
the
my
music gives you
story in each one of my pockets here. I got stories down in my socks.
He got 6 stories in his house.
Yeah,
he got a 6-story house. Come on, he always got stories.
You don't see this little ghostly shadowy shit around me? That's all stories. That's what that is. That's stories, man. That's what that is. Shit. But I had an 85 Dodge Ram Charger. I don't know if y'all remember that truck. an old school truck. When I was stationed at Fort Riley, and I used to drive it back home on leave, and I had 2 12s in the back. I had a custom system. I used to ride down the highway, blasting Earth, Wind, and Fire, blasting it like it was Jay-Z or DMX at the time. Matter of fact, I went to go see one of my partners from high school, and he was like, "Hey, G, turn that up. What you playing?" I'm like, Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby. We finna blast some Earth, Wind, and Fire. And because I've always loved Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, they
amazing.
Nothing but the
Damn,
hits.
G.
Nothing but
You had the craziest music selection. I can't even remember. I remember the truck, and I don't remember. Me and E was in there one day, and I don't remember what you was playing for us. Me and E looking like man, what is dude on, bro?
They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready.
We was trying to hear some Master P or something out them 12s. You hear me?
They were not ready, thinking.
No, I was probably playing some reggae, Sean Paul. I was probably playing Sean Paul.
No, it was
some Sean Paul.
No, you playing some rock shit. You playing some straight rock and roll.
And it was at the time I was listening to a lot of damn, I can't think of the name of the band anymore. But yeah, I was rocking it. And I ain't give a damn. It was my truck and my music. I was rocking it. We was
like
diversify yourselves, people.
Yes.
Listen to more than just hip hop, okay? Please try to listen to other genres other than hip hop. I mean, even if it's gospel, just listen to other
you bump Aerosmith.
It wasn't Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is a great
awesome, though.
That's
Aerosmith
a great one to
dope.
play loud in a big truck going down the street though.
It wasn't Aerosmith, but I did have some Aerosmith music with me. I'm trying to think of the name of that damn band.
All American Rejects.
It wasn't All American.
Linkin Park.
Probably
It wasn't Nirvana. It wasn't Linkin Park.
Sharif put them out.
Because Linkin Park came out with a new. It was Evanescence. It was Evanescence.
See, I know.
Oh, that's awesome. I love Evanescence.
Yes,
it was Evanescence.
Do I know my stinky or do I know my stinky?
Yeah.
I know my stinky. There we go.
I was rocking that. Amy, I love her voice. She's got a
she's the best.
voice.
Okay.
Yeah, her voice is dope.
Best.
But they wasn't ready for it. They wasn't ready for it.
They wasn't ready for it. They wasn't. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, they took our music, so hell, I'm gonna listen to it too. I know what the backdrop is.
That's the thing about the electric guitars and stuff, right? Somehow we don't put it into our own culture or realize that it's from our own culture, and we just kind of, I'll just tell y'all from personal experience, like, and I don't know what kind of what I'm gonna get from this, but just playing rock music and like more predominantly black venues, they ain't like it. They didn't like the guitar. As soon as the guitar came on, as soon as the energy wasn't hip hop, it was just like, so for black people trying to make it in those type of genres is extremely hard, not because of them, because of us.
Yeah,
we don't support each other in those genres.
Dave Chappelle told you gotta have some drums with some niggas, you know?
I remember
black folks like drums.
I remember that skit. Just ignorant.
But I'm sorry, y'all. But what be crazy is a lot of
sorry.
A lot of you know me, Tay. My bad. That was just me being like wanted to call me out on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being me. But a lot of the rock songs that I know or I'm hip to came from rap songs that I listened to later on, but they was already rock songs. You know what I'm saying? They was already When rap and rock started to do crossovers.
Yeah, they do like a hip hop cover song, like a rock band does a hip hop cover song or something.
But
like I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
And then Master P did that. You know what I'm saying? He did his. I was like, oh, that's dope. And then I heard the original, and I was blown away. I'm like, dude stole that. I mean, it worked like, no, P stole that.
Yeah,
they can play hip hop in the club, and people go crazy in the clubs, predominantly white. and they play hip hop, people go crazy. But if black people play rock in a predominantly black club, you can get booed off the stage like the Sandman at Apollo.
Like, hey man, somebody get this goddamn DJ.
Okay, like they be looking at you crazy.
Hey, I remember being in the club.
Finish paying him for the night.
But let
get his ass on out of here.
Let a country artist bust out some Tupac. They gonna be like,
in the club, man. When a DJ try to switch it up, she when them used to yell from the dance floor, "Kill the DJ!" I was like, yo, wow.
Not easy, okay?
Y'all, wow.
People are so specific about what they want to hear and what makes them feel, what way. Whew.
But it's funny because if you listen like to the Isley brothers, like their tracks, you won't be able to like come away from one of their tracks without a rock guitar, a lead guitar in it.
Exactly.
There's a lead guitar on just about all of the tracks that they've laid together. And it's sometimes it's soft and sometimes it's heavy, but it's still where rock came from.
Yeah, we used to have guitar in all of the songs. Right. I don't know what happened to them. They just gone.
There was some drums there too.
Yeah, if you look at Jimmy Lee Hooker, you talk about Muddy Waters in general, because that's where rock came from.
I love that movie, Cadillac Music, Cadillac Records. Right? That's my
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm interested in what your man Manuel got to say. I ain't gonna keep saying, yo, man, he a bloodline. He our guy. You know what I'm saying? He our guy.
Now. You on now, man? You on now?
I want to know what Elvis Presley stole. He said Elvis Presley stole the
everything. Blue suede shoes. Everything. I mean, like he was basically a cover artist.
Yeah.
For a very long time, but he just went and sold black music to a white audience, or
I think he's
more diverse.
It was
audience.
A woman he had stole Nothing But a Hound Dog from.
Yes,
I can't think of her name right now, but yeah,
all of them. And think about back then, they didn't have internet and stuff back then. They really didn't know that it wasn't his song. Like, you know what I mean?
Ma Rainey, and that it's a Netflix show. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, right? If you look at parts of that, if you look at the end, towards the end, where it shows an all-white band singing or making a song, doing a song and recording it, that they had taken, the producer or the studio owner had taken from the black trumpet player, right?
Yep.
Told him he couldn't really do anything with it. He couldn't brand.
That was Chadwick Boseman's character.
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing with it whatsoever. But he gave it to a white band, and he sold it.
Stories are real stories. Like this ain't like fake. This is real stuff.
That's what happened to our artists back in the day.
Don't go read the comments.
Chuck Berry was so pissed off with the stuff that they did, and they tried to get away with that. It was ridiculous, and he wasn't having it. He wasn't having it, and he would let them know. So that part in Cadillac,
Little Richard still claims. Richard said they stole all his stuff. They ain't never give me nothing.
He said, "I am the originator."
Yep. And then you look at the artists that Little Richard got started out, James Brown. I ain't gonna go through it, but all those artists that came off of the heels of Little Richard was like he was the inventor essentially almost of that type of rock.
Exactly.
He was the godfather of it, and they took it and ran with it.
Made all of the money,
repackaged it, and pushed it out. I don't know, and hopefully y'all do, but the artist Milli Vanilli.
I remember Milli Vanilli.
I loosely call them the artists, right?
Yeah.
But that was a similar thing that's what was being done. Yeah, that's what was being done to a lot of our artists.
Yeah,
y'all sing in the back. We're gonna put some white folks on the cover.
Girl, you know it. All right, but that shit was fire,
the Five
though.
Heartbeat movies or the Temptation movies? Both of them got their songs stolen and likeness stolen and all kind of stuff. Like, it was a lot back then. It still is today. We still get stolen from to this day. Okay.
Look at Vanilla Ice, punk ass.
So he done stole Forrest Gump dance. Who the hell?
What?
Murder tale.
Tripping. Talking about Elvis stole Forrest Gump.
That was your husband. Yeah, you gotta claim him. You gotta claim him.
Okay.
Ain't that right, Go?
She sure do. She show and do.
Well, We will be celebrating 5 years of marriage tomorrow. So, what up, baby?
Hey, wow.
Shout out to all the old school, amazing classical musicians and bands and funkadelics and the everybody, George Clinton, all of y'all. Like, whew,
that would be an awesome versus.
George
Clinton with somebody.
I really enjoyed it. That's all
I did. That was a good verse.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
It was, yeah.
So when the Tommy Dog come on at my wedding, I'm going crazy.
Go crazy. Get stupid.
Get stupid.
Get stupid.
Okay. All right.
They asked me a request. That's the only song I requested. Atomic Dog.
Really?
By George.
Out of all the songs, that's the only song.
Of course, they're on like.
They wouldn't let me do. I had Return of the Mac as my other one, but they wouldn't let me play that one.
Oh, cuz no, you can't do that at your wedding, baby.
No.
I thought it was a vibe. Return of the Mac. Come on,
no,
man. I still got it.
Okay.
Pinky Ring, salute to me. Pinky Ring, salute to me.
Bloodliners. Okay. What are some good songs to play at a wedding?
Give you a pinky salute. That's real cautious. Like I'm gonna just like barely bring it above the screen.
Please, y'all. Let's help Dirt out. Give him some.
That was the stuff that just came off the top of my head when they asked me. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I just started screaming out my song.
You do not play Return of the Mac at your wedding. I'm so
no. Help me out, Bloodliners. Help me out.
Yes, Bloodliners. Give him a list. Give him a playlist. Let's make him a playlist real quick. We got 2 minutes. Let's go.
I turned my playlist in.
And while y'all making that playlist, the only one complaint that I really saw about the verses was somebody was just like, oh, they sold out because they had all this production and all of these visuals and all of this going on. And I'm like, they're legends. What you thought they was just gonna sit up there on a cardboard box with a fiddle in their hand and sing? Like, come on,
a fiddle.
I'm just like, that's what they supposed to do. It was like a whole show. Like it was like the production, the sound. How many times have we gotten bad sound, y'all, from the verses? How many times?
A lot. They look like they was on.
They sound was on point.
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go do something right here.
That sound was on point.
Baby bloodline time, huh?
Why they coming up with songs for me? You know what I'm saying? Because if not, I'm playing Return of the Mac.
Because don't do it. I'm just that's a bad omen. I wouldn't do it.
All right.
I mean, you can play some John Legend.
Sorry.
That's I think that's one of the songs we dancing to. Me and Kiana dancing to. Here I Come, Titus.
Yeah, stand up in it, man. I watched that video.
Jesus.
I mean, don't play that.
On that note, guys, we're gonna thank y'all for joining us. God bless you. Good night.
I love that song.
Oh my God, not stand up in it. Oh my goodness. Play that as they're walking out.
John Legend. He can always play some Maxwell. Matrimony. Right?
March of the Empire. I don't know what that is.
Oh, thanks, Cherie. That's so sweet. People don't understand that as you get success, the production value improves, just like y'all did on the Family Life podcast. You're right about that. We're gonna keep on improving too. Thanks so much for noticing.
Thanks, Boobykin.
Thank you.
Shit, we done got so good. My ghost decided to show up tonight.
Okay, and he's still there.
The ghost still there, just chilling.
The nanobites are
going
in and out of your arm, healing your arms and your shoulders.
I'm in here by myself tonight.
He over there like this. He's like, yeah.
I am not going to go to sleep.
Earth time in.
March of the Empire, Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny. That was a ringtone for one of my exes.
That sounds like the exact opposite of the wedding song.
Right?
It's like the wedding song played back.
I ain't answering that.
You can always play Ron McKnight, Back at One.
Oh, that's my jam.
Like a dream come true.
Just wanna be with you.
Yeah,
Well, it's plain to see that you're the only one for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm finna go listen to that as soon as we get off of here.
Well, you guys, while we're sitting up here having fun, we're almost reaching the end of our amazing live tonight. I just wanted to do a quick reminder for everybody that we are on YouTube. If you have not gone over to YouTube and subscribed to our channel, please make sure that you do. We have a ton of videos for you to watch. We've done Women's Month, Coming to America review. We just did a little Nas X. We have playlists of all of our past lives. Just if you have a moment, just go ahead over there, click that like button, click that subscribe button. Let's get them subscribed up. Yes. And I just wanted to let you guys see what we have for you. We are going to be on video number 30 tonight. This will be our 30th video put up in 5 months, and I'm proud of us. So go over to YouTube and
like. Crazy Love was the. Where did Dirt go?
Oh, I got you, Manny. I got you.
Love. That's my jam. See. I'm finna go get pregnant. Brian McLean.
I seen that shit at karaoke.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I'm finna. I got 2 karaoke machines right at the house. I think I'm finna turn them joints on.
Do it sound like an FBL after dark? What?
Okay, maybe we'll have a link for y'all to invite y'all to a private party or something. What's up with that?
A little bit. Maybe.
What we gonna do though? What we gonna do?
After dark, y'all interested?
I tell y'all what we can do if y'all with it. We can do a Facebook.
My bad.
The Bloodline after dark on Insta.
On Insta. FBL after dark.
We can get a little looser. Y'all go get y'all's juice up in you.
Or do y'all want to do a behind the scenes private Zoom party?
Woo! Oh, that'll be cool too. We gonna let y'all pick.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go private up in the Zoom and invite everybody to come and party with us.
Everybody can come party with us. Friday night. Get y'all some drinks. I'm gonna have to relocate to the Alligator Bar if we doing that. I'm gonna have to relocate to the Alligator Bar.
I mean, should we just post the link up on the Facebook or what? Just say, come on. What we telling? We'll see.
Manny said he wanna come. Yes, Ricky City Girls act up. Hey,
I tell you what,
everybody wants to do the Zoom.
Let's do a Zoom. Let's rock a Zoom.
All right.
Get a little more into action and
this is an old dance, ain't it?
And I
still can't do it right.
That's the pool palace.
Girl, I feel so old.
For the Bloodline, be on the lookout for a post to join us on Zoom so we can get after grown folk style.
Yeah,
I think we just gonna be real bold and put it up on our Facebook page.
All right, let's do it. I'm with it.
A little scary, but
hey,
let's go. Dirt. The fat ghosts keep knocking dirt off.
Yeah, my ghost ain't with that shit.
He like that fool said, "Return of the Mac."
That's right, Ghost. That's right.
Get him, Ghost.
We high five.
Yes.
High five, Ghost.
Like, subscribe to
Please go like and subscribe.
And if you have any questions for us,
we need to get to like 100 subscribers by like the end of this month. So, and that's only 29 more people. So please go like and subscribe.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell their friends at church.
Tell a friend.
Tell everybody. We own. We own, baby.
And if you want to do business with us, come on the podcast. You have any ideas, concerns, criticisms, anything, just email us at fblpodcast@gmail.com.
Don't be criticizing. No, I'm joking.
Look, we'd love to work with you, talk with you, and so we can grow together.
Let's do it.
Go look for that Zoom link, y'all. See y'all in a bit.
All right.
Love y'all.
Bye, you guys.
Peace. I'm finna go get my karaoke machine out.
I'm finna go get me another drink.